What is up, everybody? This is O-Artistry here, and welcome back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, where today we are going to finish off unlocking Vector. Now, I won't lie to you, I did say in the description, I might be a bit further ahead than I mean, we're more than ready for 2000, I'll put it that way. Every time you play, Sagarasu makes you pay. You Barians love to play dirty. I'm not here to participate in Vector's pursuits. I'm only here for you, Reginald. For me? What do you mean? Arise, Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon! Gah! You don't have that card that negates the damage, like your other Barian buddies. I do, but it's not the way I duel. We must duel on a level playing field if we are to prove who is the one true master of Galaxy Eyes. Which is me. I know what I have to do. Wait, Yuma! What are you stopping me for? I'm gonna lose life points no matter what, but I won't go down without a fight. I'm convinced that there's something strange about this duel, Yuma. You must stay calm. Enough! Activate Rank Up Magic's limited Barian Force. Utopia Ray! I'm gonna do what you did to Ray. Utopia 5, Spinning Blades of Destruction. Gah! Huh? Where'd Vector go? Is it possible that your attack sent Vector into another dimension? That means I run! Ray, I want it for you! But Ray isn't coming back! Yuma! Ray? Ray! You're okay! I'm more than just okay. Oh, the music stopped! Ray, what's wrong with you? Nothing's wrong, Yuma. Nothing at all. Then why... Were you really shedding tears for me? Ha ha ha! Want me to show you something even more funny? Go, Barry and Battlemorph! Yuma! You disguised yourself as Ray. What did you do with him, Vector? Where's the real Ray? You the real Ray? You mean you still don't get it? I'm Vector, and your little friend Ray too. I'm guessing you did not see that coming, did you, Yuma? There's no way you're Ray. Ray's a real friend. I could tell if he was a phony. Then how do you know that? How do I know there are Barian cards in your deck? Because I'm the one who gave them to you. What? Yuma, Ray gave you Barian cards? You knew he was Barian? Astro, I'm sorry. You promised your special friend Ray wouldn't reveal his identity because I asked you not to. Thanks for keeping it a secret and promising not to tell anyone. Ha 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 ha. Ah! Ray, attack him directly! I activate a continuous trap. Vain Betrayer. It not only negates your monster attacks and effects, all V cards in your deck go to the graveyard. What? No! There's more. For every V card sent to the graveyard, 5 more cards go to the graveyard too. He destroyed your deck. I knew Yuma would never part with the cards I gave him. What a friend. So loyal. So gullible. Poor Yuma. You only have 3 cards left. But you won't quit fighting, will you? Only it doesn't matter if you quit or not because the game's already all over for you. What a man! By defeating the boss, we can unlock Vector. So, that's what we're gonna do. In the world's fastest speedrun, let's quickly just change series here. Let's go to Brains. That's Arc 5. That was Brains. Now we're Arc 5. Here we go. Feeling the flow.
One thing I'll always have is dueling.
Now, the other thing we also get is, I believe, a brand spanking new box, but I haven't seen any advertisements for the new box. It didn't show. Am I wrong in saying that there was the new box? Oh, the box comes out tomorrow. It doesn't come out today. I'm sure it said the 16th of May. Am I tripping? I might need to relook at that, but I'm positive it said the 16th. Well, well, I guess we're gonna get that sorted at another time, because I mean I've got so many gems. I've got max gems and more gems locked up ready to go. So yeah. Oh, now we get a conversation with... How strange! Why do we now get a conversation? I've been using Alito this whole time. Hey, Vector, if you're Ray, then you're the one who ambushed me. True, but let's be honest, it's your fault for getting in my way. And this is what happened, and this happened right after you lost too. How embarrassing. Watch it. Now, don't be mad. You have to understand this was all part of my master plan. I don't care about any of your shitty plans. A word of advice. Do not underestimate Yuma or Astral. They will put an end to your lame schemes in a flash. Hey, whose side are you on? You might be good at dueling, but you'll be great at falling if you step in my way again. Are you sure you can take me down if it's not a sneak attack? Care to find out? I mean, that's so weird. Why now, of all times, does it have a conversation? That's so weird. So the reason why I've been using Alito is because he uses my favorite of the battle inboxes, which is Nova Kaiser. So Nova Kaiser simply allows you to get more materials, which is fantastic, and we love it. So basically we're going to summon Chief Second, which allows us to summon another monster. This one allows us to add another material, and then we're going to go into Yugioh, which is the wrong Xyz monster, but we get to special summon it, which means we get to do a little less damage, which is a bit of a shame. So what I'll do is I think we're going to take some advantage here and go back in. So we're going to use headgear.
Activates when it's summoned.
Let's send this to the graveyard, and we're just going to take over control very quickly so we can get into good old...
I exceed summon a monster!
Here we go.
Appear!
So now we got that, and then we're going to activate this effect. So now this gives us a material. And now it's got 2600, and we're just going to go straight back into auto duel, because now we're going to inflict a lot more damage to ODK. And that's all she wrote, folks. It's that easy. There we go. My guy was like, I don't know, 23, 24, maybe even like something like that, and I've just gone to 28. So yeah, we did it, and now we've unlocked him. As you can see, I have quite a few points. No one hits harder than me. Not only did I have to pretend to be that klutzy kid in school, I even had to help people. Yuck. But those days are over. I finished my supper, and now it's time for dessert. Destroying Yuma is no longer enough. I'll get rid of all the Barian Emperors. Imagine when I imagine the fun I'll be having, I can't wait to get started. Come out, number 104. Use your brilliance to force these foolish insects to grovel at your feet. Masquerade! Yep, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is how we do it. So we've got Masquerade, which is a really cool card. There's only one way to pay. The Ray way. And now we have Vector, which obviously he's going to have some sort of Barian skill that gives him the Vector transformation, which is kind of interesting that we didn't get that off the bat, but there we go.
One thing I'll always have is dueling.
So let's have a look at some Vector cards. So as one of the 7 Barian Emperors, he formed an alliance with Dr. Faker in an attempt to destroy Astral World. He vanished after he and Dr. Faker lost to Yuma's team, only to reappear in a ducked Ray. He took Ray to the dimensional wasteland of Sagarasu, laying a treacherous trap for Yuma and his friends. He wields the powerful number 104 Masquerade, which obviously we get at level 3, which is really cool. We also get Vain Betrayer. We also get Master Key Beetle at level 11. Back to Masquerade, another Betrayer, another Key Beetle, another Masquerade, another Vain Betrayer, and then another Master Key Beetle. So we don't get a whole lot of cards for Vector. I'm not even sure what Vector runs, if I'm being completely honest. So what do we get? We get box chips at level 5, which is kind of cool. We get a Super Ultra Ray at 14, box chips at level 18, another thingy, so that's 4, 5, 6, 7. So we get 7 total, with 5 of them being coins, and then 2 of them are Super Rare tickets. Oh no, 3 of them are tickets, and then 4 of them are the level ups, unless I've miscounted. But yeah, you get a lot of gems, some skills, things like that, but not a whole lot of stuff when it comes to actual Vector. If I'm being honest, yeah, I'm not sure what his character actually runs in terms of a deck, but there we go. So let's have a look at his...
Ray? Who's Ray? I'm Vector!
Yeah, that's fair enough. Let's have a look at the deck. What does that give us? Absolutely nothing! Holy smokes. Okay, so Magnificent Masquerade. At the beginning of the duel, it allows you to add 104 Masquerade to the extra deck. It can be used before your normal draw if your life points are 3,000 or below. One of the cards from your normal draw this turn will be a random level 4 Dark Fiend monster from your deck. Okay, well at least we can use Dark Fiends, but I'm not necessarily sure what I would run per se for Masquerade. It requires... It's a Light Fiend. Oh no, it's a Light Spellcaster! Oh, he just runs Dark Fiends. I was about to be like, oh, don't tell me this guy was like the prototype for Fiendsmith. That would have been wild. Absolutely insane. During either player's battle phase, when an opponent's monster effect is activated, detach material to negate the activation, and then burn your opponent for 400. That's not bad. Once per turn, you can send the top card of your opponent's deck to the graveyard, and that's just once per turn, and it's just during either player's battle phase. When a monster effect is activated, 2,700 attack points. It's not bad. 1,200 defense isn't fantastic, but he's a pretty cool looking dude. And then... Oh, whoops, I accidentally deleted the skill, not added the skill. I'm not particularly sure how I'm going to upgrade this character, but what I'm going to do for now is I'm actually going to cut to break here, because I'm going to save the next kind of, because we don't really have, we need some more content, so what I'm going to do is pack opening, so we're going to wait till tomorrow to get those pack openings, but for now I'll work on building the deck, so when you see me come back to break, it'll literally be instantaneous in the video, but it'll actually be the next day, which will be Saturday, so look forward to that. But anyways, we will be right back. And we are back. So it is now officially Saturday, and as you can see, we now have the Road to Worlds Campaign Part 2, which is officially released, which means more goodies. Just more goodies. All the goodies. Just take all your goodies, because that means we get more gems, we get another Utopia monster. As you can see, now the box has been officially added. We've also got an anniversary box. There's even a structure deck that's come out. There's just so many goodies, just so many goodies. Just look at it all. This is why we saved it for today. Those are more shocks to this in-store humor, because every time you play, you pay. Vector enjoys exploiting the vulnerabilities of human psychology to advance his devious strategy. Yeah, and it's all because of me. I was careless too. I should have suspected something when you started playing those Barian cards. Just say it, Astral. Just say that if I told you Ray was a Barian, none of this would have happened. At least that's honest. You've been a very naughty boy, keeping secrets from Astral. You chose me over your partner. That makes you a traitor. You said it was to protect Astral. Excuses, excuses. Be quiet. Yuma is falling for Vector's mind games. Why will Yuma not listen to me anymore? What is this? This profound uneasiness. Astral, you were right. I'm really sorry. Yuma, together we can win this. Yeah, it's time to feel the flow. Ready, Astral? The time is now. Let's do this. Astral, do you really think you can be one with Yuma? After all what he's done, how can you trust him? Look into the depths of your own heart, Astral. You know there is something there. Yes, there is something. Yuma tainted your heart with lies, allowing a tiny doubt to grow immense and destructive. Yuma blackened my heart with doubt and anger. But now it's so great that it'll consume you in its infinite darkness. What? We can't in a Zexalmorph. Yuma, Too bad, Yuma. Without the power of Zexal, you can't win. Your friend managed to survive, but he will not next turn. But you believe he will still win. Yes, I do. Why? Because I've seen Yuma duel, and he never gives up. Your friend is in for a rude awakening. Vector. You seem a little distracted. Are you not worried about your friend? Why should I worry? I'm not the one dueling against Yuma. The one who should be worried is Vector. You only have one card in your deck and no cards in hand. Still you think you have a chance? It's your move. But is it worth taking? You've already lost this duel and your good friend Astral. Vector, it's true I lost because I brought into your lies. But you're wrong about me losing this duel. I won't let you hurt anyone. Not Astral, not my friends, not anyone. Yuma, even if our bond is broken, you still intend to duel on your own? No matter what dirty trick you plan for me, I still believe in hope. Your belief is based on a lie. The only hope you have left is that card. From a friend that didn't exist. I guess that's true, but right now I'm dueling for a real friend. I have to believe in the hope and draw. This is for Astral. Yuma. Astral. Yuma, I can no longer trust you as I did before, and yet, despite all that has happened, I still have not lost my faith in your spirit of hope. Yuma. Astral. Me and you? You and me. Let's high-five the sky. Alright, the time is now. Let's do this. When two hearts join together in the spirit of hope, nothing is impossible. So I'm guessing this is the Zexalmorph 2, because we've seen Zexalmorph, I think, 1. But I think this is now the second one. Yeah, now we can duel them at level 2000 and higher, which obviously, as you saw in yesterday's episode, I was more than ready to do. So yes, we have 1,000 gems, 1,036 gems to be precise. We've also got another 50 here, so we've got 1,086 gems that we can basically use. So what I'm going to do very quickly, first off, we're going to go to the store because we've now got a new box and we've also got a new structure deck, so this gives us access to a whole bunch of cards for Yuma, which is fantastic. So we get Onomatopoeia, we get Gagaga Coat, which is a Zubaba monster, Astraltopia, which is a fantastic monster to use. The Rainbow Karibo's like, but it's cool. Armed Sea Sage, we get another reprint of. Ashura Strike. We also get Vanished Sage, which we already had, and we also get another Golem. We get Lightning Blade, Bringer, Giant Spear, Mail. So we get a lot of really good kind of like level 4s here. Rank up Magic Numeron Force, so that's a very handy one. Double or Nothing, another useful another copy of that is really handy. Exceeds Reflect, that's a nice track card to use. We get Utopia Double, Utopia itself, which obviously you have the alternate artwork, but now we officially get another Utopia. Utopia Double, Utopia Ray, which we already had, and then which is Leo Utopia Ray, original Utopia Ray, and another copy of ZW Arms. So we also have Utopia the Lightning, don't forget. So this is an absolutely bonkers structure deck that you just get free access to. Like, I would not be surprised if this becomes kind of like another meta deck again, like, because there's always some sort of thing around with this deck. So that's actually really cool. We also got this anniversary box, which we're going to have a look at. So we get 5 packs for free, so we may as well just crack open 5. I can see we got the Live Twins again, so I'm really hoping to get those actually immediately. Shaddoll Dragon and Construct, that's actually really solid. I like that. Invoked Raijin. We also got another copy of Kill, which is awesome because I needed Kill and Lilla, but they are stupidly high rarities. So yeah, I'm happy with that pack. That was awesome. And then it's 500 for another 10. What we'll do is we're going to open 2 packs first off of this, then we'll regain obviously the 1,000, and then we'll basically just do the same again but with the other box. So let's do this first. So we got Dark Factory of more production, branded in white, so there's branded support, there's the Hungry Burger support. Yeah, we got more Live Twin stuff in this box, so it's awesome that they've put the 2 sets together so you can get Live Twins. Umbral Horror, the Will-O-Wisp. That's the other thing with Vector, so I only had 1 Umbral Horror card, so it's nice that we'll get some more, hopefully, support for that. Flying Red Cup, Nouvel's Restaurant at Table, Gunkin Sous Ship Seaside Supper Spot, so there's a little bit of Gunkin in here. Xyz Revive Splash, Golden Cloud Beast Malong, which is a pretty decent tuna non-tuna. Nimble Sunfish, Shari Red. Battle Break, so when your opponent's monster declares an attack, your opponent can reveal 1 monster in the hand to negate this effect, otherwise destroy the attacking monster and end the battle phase. White Knight of Dogmatica. Panther Shark, so there's some decent water support. There's one of the Novels. Secret Sect Drew, Dummy Golem, Foy Glacier de Novel, and God Dragon. So we get one of the God Dragons. We also get the Buster Dragons as well in here, which is really cool. So let's open up another one of these. So we got Eagle Shark, Chef's Special Recipe, and then Boomlier, Dummy Golem, Politis, and White Knight of Dogmatica. A lot of rituals in here. High Speedroid Rubber Band Shooter, which is really handy for Speedroid support. Swords of Burning Light, so while you control the monsters, your opponent cannot declare attacks. If you control a monster, or if your opponent has 5 or more cards in the hand, then destroy this card. Super Dreadnought. More Gunkin stuff. Recette de Personnel Staff Recipe. Branded Bond. Pinpoint Guard, Peticial Coverture, which requires just 2 Pendulum monsters, so that's really good Pendulum support. Dogmatica Maximus. White Howling. Oh, we finally got something, and it is Rank Up Magic Admiration of the Thousands, because eventually we're probably going to get Dawn 1000, maybe not, I have no idea. Okay, so let's see. So let's now regain the 1000 to start off with. So we get 500 from here, and then we get 500 from here. So now we're back to just straight back in. Absolutely wild here. So let's go back to the anniversary box, because there's actually some really cool cards in here that I wouldn't mind getting. Evil Twin GGs, Block and Roll. We got Hope Woven Dragon Spider Shark, which requires 2 level 4s. So this is a fantastic shark card actually, so it's really good support. Invoke Gallagher. Buzzsaw Shark, again another really good one. Construct. We also got Win the Wind Charmer, which I already had as an ultra rare. We also got Invoked Magdalena, which we already had. Anything else in here? Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, very nice. So this is actually really cool. Dragon support, it's good Joey support, and hopefully at some point Atticus support. I really hope Atticus becomes a playable character as Nightrad. I mean, we haven't had a GX character in a while, and it makes sense if they brought back the Shadow Riders. I know they went well ahead, but that'd be cool. Lantern Shark, that's awesome. More water support. I'm not going to complain about that. Secret Passwords, Shakinaga, nothing in that one. Lilla, another copy of Lilla, I will take that. Sky Striker Ace Rose. This is a card actually I've been looking to get, because obviously with the Chronicles, I've been trying to get Sky Striker stuff, which I've honestly not got much of. I've got a lot of the spells, barely any of the links and the monsters, but they're all really high rarity. Reshadol Wendy is really cool as well, because, you know, there is a skill for Shadols, which is kind of cool. So it'd be nice if we got like a non-playable character to play Shadols. Maybe I'll give Blaze Shadols. I don't know. Who knows? Let's dive in and get another 10 here, because why not? Challenge, Hollow, Dumprize, Construct, Home. Oh, we got something else. Another one of Spider Shark. Kill, there we go. So we got, I think we got Lilla, but now we've got Kill in the alt art, which is awesome. I love that for us. Home, Stilts, Codicus, Construct, and another Home. There we go. So yeah, because we obviously get more live twin stuff as well. Just out of curiosity, when does this box expire? Because I know this box expired before. It's available until the 25th of June, so I'm probably going to focus on this box more than any other, because don't get me wrong, we'll need all this stuff from this main box, but the anniversary box obviously has a limited time. So if we just go to the Duel Studio very quickly, because I want to see the card catalog, in terms of, so let's just put in Twin here. That should bring everything up and everything else. Yeah, so I had 2 copies of the original Kill, and then the, and I've got 2 copies of the alt art. So I've got 2 copies of that, and now I've got the alts as well, at least 1 copy of each, so I'm very happy with that. 1 copy of Lilla. So I've got now a full play set of Live Twin Kill. Now I just need a full play set of Lilla, and we'll be pretty much golden then. And then obviously we've got Frost and Treat, so I just need 1 more copy of each of those. And then obviously Snunny Sitch is pretty decent, and then obviously just 1 copy. I wouldn't mind multiple copies of Trouble Sunny, but that's an ultra rare, so if we only had the 1, that would be absolutely fine, and I wouldn't have a problem with that. So why am I so focused on Live Twins? Well, basically I love Live Twin Exodia. I think that's fantastic. I think it's one of the fastest ways of getting to Exodia, because obviously with a basically it's normally a 20 card deck, but Exodia makes it that you have 25 with the skill. So by literally burning through your deck with cards like this, and you know, we'll also use things like, I think there's I think now they have Upstart Goblin. I'm pretty sure if I just type in Upstart, I'm pretty sure that's an actual card now, Upstart Goblin. Oh no, it's just Upstart Golden Ninja. I thought it was, but we do have access to the spell that I normally use, which obviously each time a monster is destroyed by battle card effect, we get the +1 draw. You have access to cards like Sengen for quick search and things like that. So this is until the 26th of May. So basically we play speed duels a bunch of times. And then basically what this will do is give us a whole load of stuff, and then this is both of these are available until the 26th of May, where we'll get 200 basically Chronicle chips, so that gives us more access to that, so that's actually really cool. If we defeat the raid boss, oh, very nice sleeves, I like those are cool. Inflict 3,000 or more points of damage in 1 duel against a raid boss, 2,000 or more, or above even. So that, I think that'd be pretty easy with Alito. And then defeat the boss 3 times gives us another 50 of those. Summon Utopia Ray 3 times playing as Yuma and Astral gives us a crazy skill, which gives us victory. And those. When is that available till? That's available till the 26th of May. So I think that's when this event must end, I'm guessing, yeah. And then I think we pretty much have everything else apart from getting a friend thing. Oh, that's cool. Perform 3 Exceed summons also gives us then access to numbers protection. So that's new. So that's actually really cool. Is there then anything else? So we get a skill, which we got power to the future, which is obviously like part of the structure deck and things like that we get. We've got our 36 here, and then because we own every single character, that'll be a thing. And then obviously we get Utopia Ray Victory. So obviously using rank up cards, you can get access into Utopia Ray Victory. If this card attacks, your opponent can't activate spells or traps until the end of the damage step. If this has an Utopia as an Exceeds material, when this card declares an attack by face-up monster your opponent controls, you can detach an Exceeds material from this card, negate the opponent's monster's effects, and this gains attack equal to the monster's attack, and this changes lasts until the end of the turn. So it just becomes stupidly powerful. So again, I think Utopia is going to really become, I would say, meta again. I would not be surprised. Let's just go into overlay control. Why not? There you go, Yuma. Have another skill on me, my boy. And then obviously login bonus. I have most cards. Obviously, there's the new box and things like that that I don't have. I would say everything too, but I have most. I would say the only ones I'm really missing, if there's like any new. I'm trying to think, like, because you can get any from a box at any time, so I'm not really too bothered by any I'm missing, particularly from a set. It's more if there's like anything from like just I like to pinch anything from the ranked duels that I might not necessarily have, which I have most. I think one of the only ones I'm missing was, I remember seeing an insect monster. Oh yeah, so we missed that from the event, so I might grab that, because that we won't have much access to, and the rest is from like deck building stuff. Yeah, okay, so cool. This is the card I'm going to choose, because obviously we missed the event, so fair enough, we'll just grab access to that. I think, yeah, that's from a builder deck. These were all from builder decks. Oh yeah, and then this is the one we're missing as well, Insect Knight. So yeah, I knew Insect Knight was one we didn't have. But it's a legend monster, so I'm not 100% too bothered by that. We'll get him eventually. And the rest are like from mini boxes and other sets, so I'm not too bothered. I'd rather get this because this is from an event that we're not going to get much opportunity to get, so I'd rather just get that, if that makes sense. So cool, we've got that. So with Vector, like I said, I don't have many Umbral Horror cards, and looking at Umbral Horror, they kind of suck. If I'm being completely honest. So I decided to go with Evil Eye for this character. It just seemed to kind of fit, with the exception of this Dark Eye Nightmare, but his name is Eye. They're also Dark Fiends, which is kind of Umbral Horror's theme anyways. And then we got the one rank up Magic Baryons Force, so we can get into Horror Masquerade, because the skill obviously gives us the card Masquerade. Then we got Rebellion, Malevolent Sin makes sense to me on that one, and then we'll get Master Key Beetle, we'll throw him in Steel Swarm Roach. Then we got the Nightmare kind of stuff, a little bit of Evil Eye, and then we Witch's Apprentice just to boost dark attributes. So I think ultimately this deck is way better than just Umbral Horror, just Evil Eye. So I'm happy with that. It's funny that we get to see him with a different eye color, because obviously I don't think Vector technically, I think he does like Duel at some point, so maybe he does, but yeah, now we get to see kind of the deck and how the deck works in action. So as you can see, we're already like just absolutely going for it. You know, now we got a 3100, popping a load of stuff, burning some damage. Like, look at that. It's a 4100 monster. It's just absolutely insane. 46. So, as you can see, and that's the first time just playing as this character, by the way, because we haven't even leveled him up once. So yeah, that's just wild. This deck makes perfect sense already. I'm happy. And plus, part of the mission that I have is to play a field spell so many times, which I've almost done actually, which is kind of wild. But yeah, let's just do a couple auto duels. So obviously now we've got, I think, 1 or 2 other things coming up. I can't remember. We'd have to find the upcoming updates to have a look what was even next. And then eventually we'll get the upcoming updates for June. It's gotta be a 7s character. It has to be a 7s character. Ain't no way it's not, you know what I mean? I'd be shooketh if it wasn't. I feel like in some ways it has to be, because we haven't had an actual Rush character, not Go Rush, Rush character since the fusion dude, the Goha, like, people came, they were like, oh, we're the real, you know, we're the real, like, thingy, the school teacher got fired or whatever. And then, yeah, it was pretty much just, hey, here you go, here's this fusion guy, because they released fusions, and we haven't had a character since. So that was September, like September, October-ish time, so it has been a good couple months, because obviously they focused on Go Rush, they gave us characters like Yugioh and all that type of stuff, and obviously eventually they're gonna need, oh mamma mia, we just lost our Link monster, that's terrifying. And look at that, we're already, like, from one back foot to the next. Pretty cool, actually. And then we would just purchase the game. Yeah, I'm happy with this deck. I've come up with something very nice for Vector. We gotta wait till level 11 to get the last monster we need, the Key Beetle, but I'm content with doing that. Alright, come in, Bronk. Get wrecked, son. You're about to get annihilated. Yes, so it's going to be interesting if it is another Go Rush character, because I'm like, brother, focus on Rush for a hot minute, because they had all those, like, siblings or whatever, all in those crazy uniforms. So we got to get one of those. I reckon, so this is my thoughts. I think we're going to get a Rush character, and then a Go Rush character, and then back to Speed Duel. And the only reason I even remotely say that is because if they've done a double whammy in terms of giving us 2 speed characters back to back, and obviously we missed a month. I'm glad that it was Vector, because obviously they made us like skip an entire month. Like April had nothing to do. Like April was so bad. I hope Duel Links never does that again. They probably will. I would not be surprised. But a month with no characters is so bad. Like, so they had to give us someone. So I'm glad that it was Vector, because, like I said, G-Lag was the first appearance of Ray, and building to that story, which was like 3 years in the making, which is absolutely bonkers. Oh, mamma mia, Mirror Force came down. Skull Invitation. Are we facing some sort of stall deck? We must be. I don't know. Wing Karibo makes it that they take no damage, except they took 300. Careful, SpongeBob. Countergate. Skull Invitation makes them discard. Now we got our field spell, which adds a card. We are slowly on the verge of deck out, so we have to be very careful here. Careful, SpongeBob. Skull Invitation is a card. Draining Shield gives them a whole lot of life points. So yeah, this is some sort of weird stall deck that we're facing here. Oh, Golden Apple saved them, but not for long. We got 2 cards left. 600, Kiteroid, Countergate. They have 2 cards left. Oh, it was so close. It's 600. Oh, the Draining Shield drop. Oh, we got no cards left. Magic Cylinder forced us to drop. Oh, we're gonna lose because of the deck out. Oh, so close. We almost beat it. Almost. That was wild. That was actually insane. But there we go. Absolutely crazy. And now we get a whole bunch of packs as well, which is really funny. So I'm not going to use that yet. Have Vector reach level 5. Because obviously we got all these characters, so obviously I'll be able to get to the next stage. So let's just go back here, because we got something. What do we use these on? Ah, over here. I saw it. It's in the green. So now we get another 10 packs. All the packs! Give me the packs. So that's why I also didn't blow all my gems. So Go Gorum, that's a nice another card for support. Oh, there's Umbral Horror Gore. Yeah, I mean, look at it. It would be cool if it was once per turn you can make this card have 0 attack and then special summon a monster with 0 defense, because then you can get another one of these at least. Hey, there's Treat, so that's actually really cool. And Abyss Splash. It's nice that we're actually getting some super rares, because we just got a whole load of rares for no reason. Exceed Shift, another Ghoul, Double Fin Shark, Branded in White, Dogmaticality, Splash Capture, Metabow Shark, Ginkaku, Suki. I guess we're just getting Dreadnought. There's Hungry Burger, there's Shari. Today's menu. Jaden would be happy with all these Gunkin stuff I'm pulling. And then there's Uniform. So Uniform does have 0 attack and defense. So that's basically what you would use the other dude for. Where is he at? Where's my... Ah, there's Umbral Horror Ghoul. So this makes it become 0 and then allows you to summon this. And then when this card is from the balance into the graveyard, while attacking a monster... What?! Then you can special summon 2 Umbral Horror monsters from your deck. Okay, so here's how dumb this card is. There is no main phase 2. So you are summoning a monster with 0 attack points, crashing it, because this has to attack, and then you can summon 2 Umbral Horrors. As you can you not see why this deck sucks? Never in my lifetime am I ever gonna see Umbral Horror be a meta. No way in this planet am I gonna see Umbral Horror ever gonna be doing something crazy. Like, yo, Quattro versus Ray would be absolutely insane. These two would just go bananas because they're both insane. I like how we summoned a 1700 in defense mode and we still beat him. Why did we do that? That was an insane choice of move there, but there we go. At least we can get over it. It's got no materials to steal. And we popped it, so that's at least a thing. Yeah, get out of here, mate. Get out of here. Vector's here. Oh, look, we got another copy of Scissor Arms. Well, at least that's a card that I'd probably need. I gotta be honest, like, I know Gimmick Puppet actually did a thing and they had to force ban a whole load of stuff, but I'm not the biggest fan of Gimmick Puppet. I think it's because of all the new support that made it even remotely decent. But Gimmick Puppet, in my opinion, like, I've seen it on Duel Links. Maybe it's just either the cards I have or something, but I don't know. Like, I've not been the biggest fan of it, if I'm being honest. I'm burning myself for some odd reason. I don't know what card was doing that, but that was insane. We need a card that gives us life points, I feel. Oh, look at that. Absolutely insane. Oh, and we're burning ourselves again. We had 1,500. It's a good thing we won. Oh, 1,000. Why is burning us? That's absolutely insane. something was just like, it must have been either the spell or something, but it was just like, yeah, take a load of damage. Oh, I keep doing that, and it's because of the world thing. But yeah, overall, I would say I'm happy with this Evil Eye deck. I think it's awesome. So, yeah, let me know what you guys are kind of thinking. Who do you think the next character is going to be? Like, who do you think the next Rush character or Go Rush character is going to be? And then, who do you think the next Speed character is going to be? Because that's actually something I'm a bit more intrigued about. Who's the next Speed character going to be? I mean, I'd find it wild if they went back to Arc 5 for Zark real quick. That'd be pretty cool. Again, I'd love to see Shadow Rider's Night Shroud. I think that'd be fantastic. I mean, as far as I know, Red Eye's Darkness Dragon specifically is not in the game. As far as I know, so that could still be Atticus's boss monster. There was a whole load, obviously, of characters like Adrian, for example, on my list, so I had a whole list. I'd like them to actually go back to 5Ds and give us Roman. That'd be kind of cool. Go back to the Dark Signers, because we're missing a whole load of Dark Signers, so it'd be nice for them to kind of backtrack and give us a bunch of characters. Although, I think it could go to Reigns again, and they may give us Aqua, and finally give us Marincess, because the Marincess support is very, very tiny. And when I say tiny, I think 2 cards, 2 to 3 cards max. 1 Link monster, and 1 really bad Marincess monster, and I think that's it. So who knows, they may give us kind of like an alt character. Maybe next, because obviously we had the Soul Burner event come back, so maybe we'll have an alt character. That'd be kind of cool. I wouldn't necessarily mind that. I wouldn't be opposed to that, but who would it be? Like, who's kind of like, what's the game? So I think they would stick with Arc 5 for now in terms of those. Although I was thinking about it, and what would be really cool is if we go back to Dark Side of Dimensions and have Sarah be the unknown duelist, and that's the way they do it. So instead of it being, you know, the unknown duelist as a separate character, you can either play as Sarah or the unknown duelist version of Sarah, which I would be playing for life. Because the unknown duelist is just, let's face it, cooler than Sarah. So that'd be kind of cool. Maybe a Zane. I doubt they give a Zane. Nah, not straight away. If they were going to do something like that, maybe they would give us like one of the like alt version. Like, it's one of the things I'm curious about. For example, with Arc 5. It's obviously they briefly mention like the Jack we know, the Alexis we know, they're different. So would those then be just separate characters in the Arc 5 world, or would they actually be alternative characters but in the GX world, so you can choose? But that make not a whole lot of sense. Oh mama, that is a very strong monster, and we're about to die. Yeah, we just got absolutely shafted there. The only other thing I can think of is obviously Light of Destruction, Society of Light. You know, so you've got the Alexis forms there. You've got Jessie, possessed by Yubel, so that would be fantastic. I'd actually like Hoggy Mirror to be a character, just because then the Sacred Beasts can have another person with animations. That'd actually be nice. I think that'd be cool. Who else is there? I'm really trying to think, like, who else would they be as, like, a kind of alternative character? Obviously, Eye's eventually going to make some sort of appearance, as in, like, the Eye who uses all the Ignistas, the final boss, as it were. Obviously, we know the other kind of AIs are going to be coming into Vrains. But yeah, I'm just trying to think, is there anybody else really speaking? I mean, so this is the thing, like, in terms of September, October time, like, what are they going to do in terms of a world? Like, I'm thinking it could be the manga world. That'd be kind of cool. Maybe we'll eventually get that crossover that I've been banging on about for ages, but I don't think we've got enough characters for the crossover yet. I think we're genuinely missing just a few. Not too many, just a few characters. It must be, yeah, it's definitely this spell card. Whatever this spell card's doing is burning us till we're almost dead. My goodness gracious me. I need to read what that spell does. All I remember reading was it gave you protection against spells and traps. I'm like, cool, that's a cool spell card. So I'm actually gonna read this thing real quick. What is this? Where is it? What are you? What are you doing? Equip only to an evil eye, cannot be destroyed by opponents by battle or opponent's card effects, and your opponent cannot target it with card effects. So I read that and went, cool, I'm throwing this in. Each time the equipped monster effect, or if you activate another spell trap, it gains 500, but you lose 500 life points. Oh, if this goes in your graveyard, then you can pay 1,000 life points, banish it, and then set this card. Oh, so this is slowly just burning me. I feel like we need something to, like, counteract that, but there's very limited space. Very limited space. I think what I do is probably get rid of one of the trap cards and give us the Cauldron of the Old Man. But the risk with that is you've got an equipped spell and then 2 continuous spells. So you've got to be very careful there. Yeah, Supply Squad was the card I meant for Exodia, because if the monster gets destroyed by battle, then you just literally just go, boom, here's a whole load more, which would be kind of cool. But yeah, pretty solid event from Vector. Obviously we've got to do the 2000s, which is like fair enough. But yeah, I'm trying to, I don't know what they're going to do with September, October, because obviously this is the first time where we know there's not a new anime. That's kind of been confirmed, that at the minute in time, apart from the Chronicles, which is very limited, and I don't think the Chronicles necessarily fits in Duel Links. So the only things I can think of, there's 2 things that I can think of here. The first is weirdly Duel Monsters, but the anime version, because we are playing manga specific, so maybe they go back to Duel Monsters, but the anime version, and I don't know why they would do that, but maybe just to give us characters like Rebecca, Siegfried, Raphael, you know, all those kind of guys, but I don't know if they'd ever really do that. You know, but for all those darts fans, who knows, that they get ridiculously excited about that. But the only other thing I can think of is the manga exclusive, which was the OCG one. That's the only thing I can think of that has enough characters, and it would make sense because I know tour guides in it and stuff as a duelist and things, so it would kind of make sense to throw them in this game. But that's the only thing I can think of, so I don't know what they're going to necessarily do if they don't decide to do that. They may just go, here's a celebration campaign, and boom, a bunch of rewards, and maybe a character. Okay, so play as Tori, win through 3 duels against Human Astral at level 40, but that's nice and easy. Play as Bronk, yeah, win a bunch, yeah, that's easy. Win 2 duels through a deck out, interesting. And win 32 duels just in general, fair enough. I mean, those are all nice and easy stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna end this video here. I thought I'd try and extend the video a little bit more, because yeah, the first part was just boom, we have Vector, and there was nothing else we could do, so we had to wait until we got you know, this box release. So that's actually really cool. So I'm excited about that. So now we got a whole bunch of cards, and covered this event a bit more extensively. And yeah, I'm very happy with the Evil Eye deck. That was super smart. So how many characters now? Oh, so they've almost got like another line here, so that's actually really cool. So 4, 8, 12. So they only have 15 characters. That's actually wild that they only have 15. I mean, I'm guessing maybe Don Thousand's the next Zexal character? Unless... Oh, of course! Hang on, we got the Barian alternatives for, like, Shark and stuff. So will they come as skills, or will they come as playable characters? That's a good question. I mean, I thought Dr. Faker and stuff was going to come as characters, but they haven't, so who knows? It's kind of like what they did with GX. We just skipped a bunch. But yeah, we're missing the rest of the Dark Signers, because then you can have the original forms and the alternate forms apart from DVAC. Because you've got like Greiger, for example, and then the alt version of Greiger. You've got Misty, maybe you could do, and then Dark Signer version of Misty. Obviously Roman doesn't really have an alt version. He's practically just Dark Signer the entire time. That's the only thing I can think of with those types of characters. And then, yeah, GX, we're missing all of the Dark Signers. I mean, this bit, like, it's shockingly small. Like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Only 17 characters. So we need Adrian, 100%. So that's 18. Then you can have, like, the alternative forms, which would count. So you'd have, like, Jesse, Chaz, Alexis, Zane, all the Dark Signers. That really bolsters the cast by a huge amount. Dark Side Dimensions. So you've got Duke and Yugi's grandpa. So that's at least 2. And then, I don't know, maybe we could finally introduce Duke's dad into the game. That'd be hilarious. Although he doesn't duel. So I don't see much point there, but most of these characters didn't duel, and Scud certainly didn't, so who the heck knows. Unknown Duelist would be an alternative as well, so that's at least another 3 characters. In DM, I actually have no idea who they would throw in for DM. That's a very excellent question for alternative characters for Duel Monsters, because if it's the manga only, I think we have practically everyone, so I have no idea what we'd even remotely do. Maybe what would be kind of cool is, because GX has like the manga, for example, you could also throw in like some of the manga specific characters, but Yubel wasn't in this, so we have to be the Yu-Gi-Oh anime, not like the GX anime, even though with the Duel Monsters manga it's very weird and complicated. And then yeah, in terms of Arc 5, I mean, there's still some of the Lances we're missing, which would be kind of cool. There was like a few of like the fusion people and things like that. You know, there's obviously you've got Crow, Alexis, Asta, and things like that. So it'd be interesting to see if they would be actual characters or not. I don't, you know, I'm not 100% sure on that. Vrains then obviously is very desperate for characters, but they probably do kind of like Soulburner where they have alternatives, so it'd be interesting to see how that kind of plays out. And then yeah, look at Rush. Rush has very little characters. It has how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Technically, there are 9 characters for Vrains because obviously Soulburner has 2. Meanwhile, Sevens has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, they also have 9! Oh my goodness! Wow. Okay, yeah, Vrains is desperate for characters because they've been royally shafted. So it's nice that they're slowly getting characters. But my goodness, yeah. And then Rush just barely hasn't been touched. And then obviously, yes, Go Rush only has 5 characters themselves, so they need some more. But yeah, it's insane. If I'm being honest, I barely touched Go Rush because I just wanted to not do the level up rewards so quickly because they barely have any characters. I wanted to wait for at least another 2, and then we could start doing some more missions, but yeah, it's just absolutely insane. Yeah, we need just characters. Just give us a whole load of characters. That's what we need. Let me see if I can go very quickly to the upcoming updates. Let's see if we can find What on earth was promised? Box duel, celebration, bonus trial, structure decks, a load of things added, rankings, the mini box. I think we're getting closer. Here it is, 28th of April. Okay, so we are here. Oh yeah, so literally from the 26th. So the 26th is still quite a while to go. When is that? We have basically another week. Literally another week of Vector, which is insane. And then we got this thing until the 2nd of June, and then that's the first stage until the 9th of June for the first stage of the qualifiers. So that's for Rush Duel format. So 9th of June is quite a ways away. That's 1, 2, 3. It's practically 4 weeks. It's like 3 weeks technically, but it's like practically 4 weeks because it's on a Monday that finishes. That's wild to me. That's actually wild. So we've got that for a while. I hope they do throw in another character for us. Don't let June be another quiet month, please, because the quiet months honestly kill this game quite a bit, because not everybody likes PvP, myself included. I like doing the events. I love covering these. These are super fun, and I really enjoy doing these, obviously, and for you guys to share in the journey and the experience. But oh my goodness, because the ban list is just awful on Duel Links. It's really bad, because you've then just got cards like on Neos, Rainbow Neos, who just drops any time, and Crackdown is the worst track card that I've ever seen in this game, because it just steals a card and you're pretty much stuffed from there, and you can run multiple copies of Crackdown. It just absolutely it blows my mind. And cards like Nibiru, which are in the game, are just pointless, because it's not very often that you're summoning multiple monsters, unless you're playing PvP, and even then I don't know how many you're actually playing. But anyways, that's pretty much going to be the end of this episode. I did really extend it, didn't I, looking at all the characters and things, but I think it's good to have these kind of moments where we can sit and just discuss in length what we think is going to be coming, because obviously we've got Vector now for a while, which I've practically done the event, so I'll finish that off at some point, and that won't even take me too long. In one day I practically finished the event, so it's not going to take me that long. So what I'll do is I'll just bolster Vector to level 20 and finish off the event, and then probably just go back to Loomis and Umbra, especially when we've got the Rush qualifiers, because I do not care about that. So I'm probably just going to get the Chronicle chips and move on from there. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys have all enjoyed this much longer video than I was expecting, but please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more content like this one. And as always, party on, peeps. Take care, guys. It was great to see you, and we'll see you again in the next video. Bye!